Hi, and welcome to the first iteration of the Smark podcast. Yes, I know the audio quality isn't the best. Please bear with me for the first episode. I hope it'll get better as we progress. Hopefully we progress. Again, sorry for bad audio. Hopefully it gets better. Anyway, first episode of the Smark podcast. We're just, the title quite evident, Smark Smark. This is a wrestling podcast. Sorry this morning you guys see the weird offshoot of Batman stuff. Sorry if you got misled, but maybe somewhere in the line, I have a geek, so we might delve into the comics later on, but not right now. Right now, first episode, we get right to the point, wrestling. And it's quite odd that I'm starting the podcast at the end of the year, so there's a lot we could get into, but also there's really not a lot to get into because we don't have to the year. It's top 10 list. What was the best of the year? What was the worst of the year? And I think the consensus is best of the year is AJ Styles. Just all around wrestling in general is AJ Styles. I mean, what he did at the beginning of the year when Wrestle Kingdom 10 with Nakamura, that awesome match, which got a bit upstaged by Okada Tanahashi, but really not really. Okada and Shinsuke and AJ put on a show, and still my favorite match of this year. And for me, that is the match of the year. Which, there you go, match of the year. Super show of the year. I wrote that, but like I was saying, the best of the year, AJ Styles. I mean, leaves New Japan, goes to WWE, puts on, I would say, at least 4-star matches every time he's out with Chris Jericho. He gets Roman Reigns. I mean, I'm not just to admit it. I honestly thought, here we go. He's gonna get jobbed out to Roman Reigns, which he was, but he wasn't treated like a jobber. He wasn't treated like some guy. He wasn't like great John Cena, Great Khali. We all knew Great Khali was just gonna be there, placeholder. Cena destroys him, moves on. AJ was actually treated like a threat, and throughout the matches, I argued with one of my friends that, AJ totally carried Roman, which he kind of did. Roman did, he did his thing, but, I mean, every good orchestra has a great conductor. There's someone leading that orchestra. AJ was that great maestro leading Roman in that orchestra. With the end, but at the loose track, refocus. AJ put on 2 great matches at Shield and Payback. Payback from whatever it was. Then Money in the Bank, got with John Cena. Again, about the same situation as Roman Reigns. He got the win at Money in the Bank. Shenanigans with the club, but he got the win. And a great match. I said there's at least 4.5 stars there. Not quite 5. He got the 5 with Cena at SummerSlam. But he got over clean as a heel against Super Cena. You can't tell me AJ didn't have something special going this year. I mean, he went over Super Cena. I mean, no one goes over Super Cena. And no one goes over Super Cena clean. So, he does that, and he surprisingly wins the WWE title. I was shocked he won the title. I mean, just because, Vince is not WWE, he treats him like a pile of flaming garbage. So, surprisingly, AJ won the title, which again shows how much everyone believes in AJ Styles, how the greatness of AJ Styles. So yeah, he wins the title, and he retains the triple threat match. And I think after that, he leads Team SmackDown to victory, which Team SmackDown won. Because she died. Survivor Series. How awful were you? We might get into that later, but yeah, he leads Team SmackDown to a victory, even though he was screwed by Dean Ambrose. He can't lose. There was no repercussions against Dean Ambrose. He could have cost Team SmackDown that victory, even though it wouldn't have mattered, because they would have been down 2-0 in important matches. So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter that they won that match, but still, the next night, Stephanie was pissed, even though she technically won the night. It was just terrible stuff. That Survivor Series was terrible. But anyway, he leads SmackDown to a victory. He and then he beats Dean Ambrose to retain the title at TLC in another 4.5-star match, which I don't know if I rated the SummerSlam match, that was 5 stars. I would argue that that's a 5-star classic. But anyway, he defends the title, retained the title at TLC, and then today is Wednesday. So on this past Tuesday, yesterday, he retained the title in a great triple threat match, which I thought everyone looked great in that match. The only nitpick I had about that triple threat match, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin, and Dolph Ziggler for the title, was that everyone got made to look like they were $1 million. But the one nitpick was, I don't know if it was a botch on Baron Corbin's side, but it was after that spot when Baron Corbin got laid out on the announce table, and AJ and Dolph got on the barrier, and they both jumped off, landed on Corbin, breaking the table, basically breaking Corbin in half. And then AJ and Ziggler got into the ring, did their thing, and Ziggler hit AJ with a super kick. And I thought that was going to be it, because throughout the night they were kind of building it up, sort of. They were building up towards maybe Ziggler wins the title finally, and it's the year. American Alpha won early in the night, and oh, maybe Ziggler wins this. And he hits the super kick, but this could be it. 1, 2, and I was like, oh, here, this is actually happening. And then AJ gets his shoulder up, and then like you see Baron Corbin sliding on the other side of the ring, like into the ref. So I don't know if that was like a botch by Corbin, like he didn't get fast enough into the ring to actually stop it, but the nitpick was he kind of made the super kick look just a bit. Because afterwards, the end of the day was basically finished. But, AJ got knocked out, and he was outside the ring, and Corbin hits the end of the day. AJ gets back, managed to get on the apron, he does the phenomenal forearm, knocks out Corbin, tumbles out of the ring, and then AJ pins Ziggler after the end of the day for 1, 2, 3, which made Corbin finish really strong. That was only nitpick. Ziggler, I mean, most of the things was going, but that was the only thing. And the other thing you could say about John Cena comes back from 3-4 months off. He hasn't seen since SummerSlam, August, 4 months off. Automatically gets the title shot. Really? John Cena? I mean, how is Cena not a heel? I mean, that promo was so heelish. I don't care what you think, I'm getting that title shot. That's heel. That's totally heel. I mean, the way that promo at the beginning of SmackDown was just like, are you heel now? I mean, it's not the new era, it's in my time is now era, which means he's not done. He's holding on to that shovel and being ready to bury anyone who stands in his way. So, yeah, Cena heel, I don't know, maybe a double turn somewhere down the line, because it was good. I mean, none of this being wrestling probably in a dirt sheet, but there was that Styles' Taker at the Rumble, and so now Cena Styles at the Rumble, so that, and still they want to get to Cena Taker, so I don't know if, and just today, well, it's Wednesday, but yesterday, there was that tweet, at least I saw the tweet, the report was that they want to have AJ Cena 2 out of 3 falls at the Elimination Chamber, the SmackDown pay-per-view before WrestleMania. So I don't know if they're planning a double turn, if Cena is going to work in the Elimination Chamber as champion, or they're going to, because I really don't know what's going to happen there, because Cena hasn't been able to beat Styles so far throughout Styles' run in WWE. So I don't know if they want to continue that, like that's the one guy he couldn't quite get over. I don't know. It really throws a monkey wrench into the road to WrestleMania. It throws, I don't know what's gonna happen there, but anyway, the point is, Styles best thing this year so far. Which now had the best. There's a lot of candidates for the worst of this year, just in general the worst. Some would argue it's James Ellsworth. I enjoy James Ellsworth a lot. Towards the end, I kind of did run his course.
I honestly don't know why he's still hanging around. Again, this past SmackDown, this Tuesday, it's like the second week now of Carmella and Ellsworth being a thing. Elmsworth being a thing. Uh, I have no idea. I mean, I don't know if in WWE continuity we've established that Carmella is a in real life couple with Cass, so it's kind of I don't know what's happening there. Uh, but my worst isn't really James Ellsworth, but it does involve, but just a weird connection. Big Cass, Enzo, Rusev, and just the worst is not Rusev himself, but how they treat Rusev, and how back-to-back storylines, he's somehow the bad guy. I mean, the Roman Reigns storyline, Roman Reigns came out and insulted Lana. I don't know what it was. It was either wedding day, there's them celebrating their wedding, it was something along those lines, and Roman comes out, insults Lana, and Rusev, like, how's Rusev the bad guy in this? He's defending his wife's honor. I mean, I don't know about you guys, I'm not gonna stand back and watch some asshole, like, I just got married to this woman, I'm not gonna watch some asshole come in to say, and just, like, talk smack about my wife. Like, no, I'm not gonna stand up for it, but yet somehow Rusev is the bad guy in this, and now we somehow segue into the same storyline with Enzo. Enzo's trying to get into my wife's pants. I beat the shit out of him. So, sorry for the curse. I mean, I don't know. Your virgin ears can handle that. I mean, once in a while it will slip out. But, anyway, carrying on. Rusev beats the crap out of Enzo. And yet, somehow Rusev is the bad guy. Enzo is the one walking around backstage. WWE, a PG show, it's still PG, and apparently nothing, even though in the pixels you can see like a yellow banana hammock, which makes it look like he has like a weird diseased penis. Like, what is going on in there? But somehow Rusev is the bad guy for standing up for his wife, this creepy, douchey greaseball guy, like, trying to get at my wife, and now his bigger, tougher friend sort of beat me up because I beat up his friend, which is like, dude, come on. Which, I don't know if the big picture it's gonna, like, wrap around. It's like, oh, so, and connected to the Carmella thing, I was like, oh, so how do you feel, Big Cass? Now, there's some other guy coming up in your girl. Doesn't feel so good, does it? Which, if that happens, Ellsworth, Rusev, a tag team would be awesome. It would be awesome. I don't know. Just in my mind, Rusev, Ellsworth, just like a training montage. Rusev, like kind of a Rocky-esque training montage, like trading Ellsworth for the big fight at WrestleMania. I don't know. I think that'd be great. Just see what happened there. But yeah, that's the worst. But yeah, best, worst, best match. Again, for me, the best match was AJ and Nakamura. The worst match in the world of wrestling, I want to say is that oh god, I have no idea who she was facing. Shelly. Um, she was the vampire manager for that vampire guy in the rebranding of ECW. I forgot. But anyway, she's going by Shelly now, and she was facing I want to say it was Rebel. Yeah, Rebel, and oh my god, if you got it was a TNA one night only thing. Oh god, if you want to see wrestling die a slow death, watch that. It's like watching an old dog who could barely walk have a seizure and die. Like, slowly have a seizure and die, and you can't do anything about it. It's like, oh my god, like, if I could put you out of your misery and just, like, end this now, I would. But, oh, that match was just terrible. My god. that match was just the shits. To quote Bret Hart, it's the shits. Oh, good God. But yeah, best, worst, yeah. I just still can't get over that. It's just so terrible. I mean, who thought that was a good idea? Oh wait, it's TNA, of course. Oh, good God. The same people that thought it was a good idea to give Bobby Lashley all the titles. Like, trying to make Bobby Lashley their Brock Lesnar. Oh, TNA. Thank God Dixie's out. I mean she's not stock in it, but I think she's out of management, which is good. Good for TNA, and um, which leads me like, well, it could have been just, I guess, tie for first, but not quite there. The second best of 2016, Broken Matt Hardy. Broken Matt Hardy, at the beginning of the year, I kind of shit upon it because I think it was around WrestleMania like April-ish, March, when the storyline sort of started kicking off. And I saw, like, I was watching TNA, I mean, Impact, whatever you want to call it, whatever it is now. I didn't want to watch it. I wasn't watching it. And so I was just reading it on like the results on the dirt sheets, like, oh, this happened. And I remember like scrolling through Facebook, and there was like that video of Jeff doing the Swanton from the heavens, and then later on reading like, oh, Jeff Hardy, like in kayfabe storyline, like Matt Hardy like got a piece of broken table stuck in his spine, and now Matt Hardy can't walk anymore. He's broken. I think that's when you first started using the word broken. And then I shit upon it because WrestleMania weekend, it's like, oh yeah, Matt Hardy's broken. Like sort of kind of Sandman-esque, if anyone remembers that storyline, Sandman, like he got injured and no one saw him. Like he like legit stayed in his home because he wanted to sell the crap out of that injury, even though it was a real injury, but he wanted to sell the crap out of it, so he stayed home. So I was like, that came to my mind when I read that. Oh yeah, he's broken. No one's seen him since, but he's wrestling at WrestleCon? Like I think it was WrestleCon, or it's called, like that convention, and it happens every time WrestleMania weekend. It's like, oh, he's wrestling there. I was like, oh come on, like TNA, you can't even keep your storylines together. Jesus Christ. So so I crapped upon it right then and there, but as I read it, read some results, and I stopped, and then the Foundation happened. And so I caught up on like what happened, because apparently Foundation was this super polarizing thing. I was like, what is the Foundation? And then I kind of started doing some digging on it. And if anyone, when you first see Broken Matt Hardy, it I I automatically thought, this is so bad, but I can't look away. Like, I loved it. Like, I watched the stuff leading up to it, and then I actually watched the Foundation. I watched it, and I was like, how is this wrestling? You have Jeff Hardy, spoilers, you haven't watched it, you should watch it. What are you waiting for? It being the time of the year, watch that thing. But he did the swanton off the tree, there was fireworks, there was a dilapidated boat, things that I love now, but at the time I was like, I kinda liked it, but like, what am I watching? And then I had to like show my sister, like, you remember the Hardys, right? Like, you know how they are in TNA? Watch this. And she had the same reaction I had. It's like, I love this, but why? And so ever since then, I've only watched Impact, or if it's I'm reading the results, I always head for what is Matt Hardy doing? What is Broken Matt Hardy doing? Which leads me to my point that now that Dixie's out of management, and Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy's contracts come up, I think, in February. There was that interview with JR where Matt Hardy, Broken Matt, he said that um, he would resign it if they gave him a piece of Impact Wrestling, TNA, and I don't know, like, I want to see the Broken Universe continue, obviously, but I don't know if they would actually give him a piece of the company. I mean, the company has stood alive because of Matt Hardy. Like like, I mean, who's the champion right now? Eddie Edwards. Like, I'm not trying to like crap on Eddie Edwards, but it's Eddie Edwards. I mean, his name sounds jabroni-esque. I mean, Eddie Edwards. Like, it sounds like Peter Parker's like annoying cousin or something. I mean, again, Eddie Edwards, he's great in the ring, but Eddie Edwards, your champion, before that, Bobby Lashley, and if you set tolls on Bobby Lashley, like, no one's gonna associate Bobby Lashley. I mean, probably gonna get some MMA bro dude, like, wasn't that the guy from Bellator? Oh yeah, Bellator sucks. That's the reaction you might get from a Bobby Lashley mention. But I mean, look at who's been world champion in TNA this year. I mean, there was Drew McIntyre, I mean, Galloway, uh, Bobby Lashley, Eddie Edwards. I think EC3 might have held the title this year. Did he? I don't remember. I think he was in the top of the picture. I mean, all those guys good in their own rights, but they're not bringing me in with their feuds. I mean, they run what is he called? Aaron Rex. They run Sandow, and they squandered Sandow. I mean, I'm not gonna call him Aaron Rex because again, speaking of Eddie Edwards, sounds like a jabroni ass name. Aaron Rex sounds like a porn star name. I mean, I don't know why they went with Aaron Rex. I mean, yeah, it's just a terrible name. And then like they give him that oh, we're trying to be real, uh, that 3 rounds championship, and then he loses it right away, and uh, which points that the fun adds to my point that no one's watching Impact Wrestling for the other side. Was me for Broken Matt Hardy. Broken Matt Hardy's the most entertaining thing. Basically, why people watch. I mean, I'm generalizing here, but I mean, when I watched Impact Wrestling, I mean, if I was the people in charge, I would find it very hard not to give Matt Hardy a piece. Like the argument is there that Matt Hardy, you know, put TNA on life support while the transfusion happened. While we excised the bad organs, Dixie, and like brought in the new stuff, the good stuff, hopefully good stuff. But yeah, Matt Hardy said that he would only resign if they give a piece of the company. But business wise, thinking as a businessman, I couldn't see it happen. And Matt Hardy, in Broken Matt, said that he would consider going to WWE if that didn't happen, but only if he had creative control. Which, again, I would love it. As a fan, I would, like, especially now since Triple H is in charge-ish, like, at least has Vince's ear. I want it to happen. It would be awesome if it happened, but I don't see Vince giving up creative control. Especially like the way the Hardys left. I mean the way Jeff left and Matt Hardy. I don't know if you guys remember when he left WWE. It was like that. He was doing like super weird like YouTube videos. Like he was gonna commit suicide. He was like fighting with his wife. The cops came. It was like a really weird time. I don't know if WWE remembers that. Like it kind of like makes them skittish that, oh yeah, the Hardys are talented, but they're talented because they're kind of crazy, like they're out there. But so yeah, I want it to happen, but who knows? That's not until February. Matt Hardy hopefully sticks around. I love the Broken Universe. I would really hate if it was deleted. That's right, I went there. Deleted from Impact Wrestling continuity. It would really suck. But yeah. Basically that sums up WWE in Impact, which leads us to this is not a WWE specific podcast. It's not going to be one. It's just wrestling in general, which leads us to New Japan, which has been a weird year if you're into New Japan. I mean, it's been weird in the sense that there was a mass exodus at the beginning of the year with Shinsuke, uh, Styles, and Gallows Anderson leaving, Ibushi leaving, uh, and they had to work on building up new stars. And for me, it was weird because I love the Bullet Club. When AJ left, I was like, so we're going with this Kenny Omega guy. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know much on Kenny besides the whole he wrestled a sex doll and he wrestled a 9-year-old. So that was the only thing like I had a reference to Kenny Omega. And so I was like, oh, so we're going with Kenny. And he like looking at his stuff now, like of course I went back and like, oh, this is gonna be the guy at the Bullet Club. I gotta do my research. I'm pretty sure he didn't get to New Japan by just like wrestling a bunch of 9-year-olds like over and over again. Um, so I did my research, and of course Kenny Omega is awesome. But it surprised me that of course someone had to beat Shinsuke for the Intercontinental title, and so it was Kenny. And so it was weird because Gaijin, he's a foreigner, and throughout the year he beat Shinsuke, got the Intercontinental title, beat Tanahashi, which if you don't know anything about New Japan, Tanahashi is basically John Cena, and New Japan is John Cena, and so it's like, oh, okay, yeah, and then he won the G1, the first Gaijin to ever win G1. And I'm like, oh, so you're making, and along the way you make in the process of making Omega, making him a guy. You're also making Naito a guy. I mean, Naito established, but this year he really popped out there. It's been interesting watching New Japan create these new stars, and so Wrestle Kingdom 11 in a couple of days now. This is the first Wrestle Kingdom I'm gonna get. I'm gonna watch it because the whole card is stacked. I don't have it in front of me. It's just a stacked card. You're going to have the Ring of Honor title going to be defended. Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole, a rematch, which is going to be great. We're going to have Omega, because he won the G1. He's going to face Okada for the IWGP World Heavyweight title. I think Kenny might be the first Gaijin to main event Wrestle Kingdom. So, and then on top of that, below that, it's the main event. You're gonna have Naito Tanahashi for the Intercontinental title. What else? Yeah, the rest. I can't really think of the rest, but right now on top of my head, but it's a stacked card. Yeah, it's really good. If do yourself a favor, look up just some of the stuff from this year. Just look up Kenny Omega's work from this year, and you'll see some work from Tanahashi. You'll see some work from Naito, which Naito and Omega. Another match of the year candidate there. Great match. Just look up some stuff. Do yourself a favor, and there's a couple clips on Kenny Omega on YouTube that I've watched recently. It's the best of Kenny Omega's promo work, which you wouldn't think would be great because it's Japan, and he's fluent in Japanese, but he's the Gaijin, he's the heel, he's the foreigner, so he speaks in English, and his promos are great. So, which brings to mind, is he gonna go to WWE? I would want to see him in WWE, but of course, I think he would go NXT first. But I feel like he's I don't know. We've seen Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows go to WWE, and we've seen them not do so well. So but we have seen Samoa Joe, Shinsuke, Finn. We've seen them all go through NXT, but I don't know if Kenny could. Not because Kenny's talented. He's awesome. The guy is great. As someone mixed Brian Pillman's attitude. I don't know who could I compare him to in the ring, but He's great technically, and the dude can fly. When he wants to, he can fly. I mean, he's great in the ring. He's great in the mic. I mean, he's this generation's Brian Pillman. He even looks like Brian Pillman. I mean, I, I'm kind of a loss for words because I wanted to go to WWE, but I'm also very, very afraid that they might ruin him because Kenny Omega is this unicorn. Uh, Speaking of unicorns, they kind of had like him and the Young Bucks, the Elite, had a bit of a friendly feud on the internet with the New Day. So yeah, the unicorns. Like Kenny Omega's this unicorn, and like I don't know if WWE could harness Kenny Omega to the best of his Kenny Omega abilities. So for now, I'm glad he's in the main event scene at New Japan. Hopefully, I'm rooting for him. I really want him to win that title and beat Okada. Bullet Club for life, my friend. Because when you're Bullet Club for life. Except if you're AJ Styles. Which, if you watch some of these YouTube clips, you'll understand why. Um, but yeah, do yourself a favor, look up some stuff from Naito, Tanahashi, Okada, Omega, on Watch Wrestle Kingdom 11. I cannot put that thing over enough. You can watch that by a New Japan streaming system channel. It's kind of like WWE Network, but for New Japan, it's called New Japan World. Um, Look it up. I think it's the same amount of money. Depends on the currency rate that day, but it should be $10 about that. Check it out. It's great. They don't they have it's against like WWE Network. A huge library of fantastic matches. Um, it will have English commentary. I don't know who's doing this here. I think it's going to be the ROH guys doing it again. But I don't know. I think there's a rumor that JR might do it. But yeah. Anyway, so for those of you that are skittish, like, oh, it's going to be all in Japanese, there will be English commentators who hopefully know what they're talking about. Hopefully Matt Striker, like someone who knows what they're talking about, or Josh Barnett, someone who knows what they're talking about is going to be on that commentary team this year. But yeah,
let's see. The only thing I say about Ring of Honor this year was, Adam Cole finally getting the title again, going Bullet Club. Losing title to Kyle O'Reilly, which to me was about time. Kyle getting some recognition there. But again, it's kind of like TNA with the house situation. Who's leaving, who stays? Because we all know WWE loves this combined Ring of Honor for tag. Love doing it. So, Ring of Honor, it's hard to judge. It was a great year for Ring of Honor, but because we now doing the Women of Honor tour, since it's hopping on that bandwagon of women's wrestling, which is great. But it's hard to judge Ring of Honor because even though no one can really watch Ring of Honor except for like that brief time where on the same channel like Impact Wrestling. But unless you live in the East Coast and you have something on the Sinclair channel, it's hard to watch Ring of Honor. I try to watch Ring of Honor and like at least read about Ring of Honor, and it's like, yeah, but it's kind of difficult. From what I've seen happen, you know, like Super Kick Party, I think it was it Golden World? When Adam Cole joined Bullet Club was great. The match before that was Jay Lethal and Cook Vanna, which was a great match there. Jay Lethal, fantastic champion, maybe champion for the first 2 years, something like that. It's, I don't know if it's been confirmed, but speaking of Ring of Honor contracts, I think yes, Tuesday they announced that Jay Lethal and the Young Bucks have both signed 2-year exclusive contracts with Ring of Honor. So you're going to see Jay Lethal or the Young Bucks in WWE next to 2 more years. We'll see what happens there, but yeah, we'll see what happens. They're saying Adam Cole might show up at WWE, so April. Don't really know much about anything about contracts there, but that's still going around that Adam Cole is going to go to WWE. It's got to be April. Maybe sometime in May, show up in NXT. Kyle O'Reilly, I doubt Ring of Honor would give him the title because they knew he might leave. So we'll see there. More stay tuned. Yeah. So we kind of touched on everything Raw because SmackDown in 2 hours does what Raw can't do in 3 hours and a pay-per-view. I mean, Raw was just bad. It was the only highlight from Raw, and I'm not trying to throw shade at that we got the Kentucky match from New Day and Aaron and Sheamus. The only thing that really comes to mind was that burn on CM Punk, which I don't know. It was great. It was a good burn. I mean, game reckoning on game when it comes to it, But it's kind of like CM Punk in that podcast with Dana. Like when they're trying to have Punk can't say anything bad about us, and like Punk says like, I haven't done anything against you guys. You're the one that go. You're the ones who go on TV and just talk smack about me. And I don't know, you guys, that whole legal issue got squared away, and now you're still doing it. So I don't know, there might be some legal recourse there. You can't keep seeing something in the mouth. So I mean, that's the only bright spot for I mean, your booking is terrible when Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns beat up Team Jericho. Oh, which is another thing, best thing of the year. They're coming in number 3, Team Jericho. Honorary mention on that was The List for Jericho. But if you have terrible booking and you're not book your babyfaces the best you could book them. Your top 2 babyfaces beat up the terrible heels, the best 3 heels, and get booed. Seth Rollins got booed. That weird mutated version of the Shield got booed. Another highlight that I can think of was Sami Zayn is going to fight Braun Strowman in the last man standing match, which I thought they should have fought that feud. I mean, that was it. I mean, Strowman's angry, but just let him be angry. I mean, like, use that anger and transfer him to like U.S. title. Because again, that's the rumor going around that Roman hates Strowman at WrestleMania. Oh yeah, just use that anger, shove him towards Roman. But now you have last man standing match with Sami Zayn, which does no good to Sami Zayn. He has to lose. Braun Strowman cannot lose that match. I mean, Braun effing Strowman. The way you're booking him is going to be this generation's Big Show, this generation's Monster. You can't have him go down to Sami Zayn. I mean, talk about this not being kind of booked. I mean, I'm not a professional wrestler. I've got no business in the business. Still, some logic. Did you watch TV at all? Do you watch those crappy dramas, teen dramas? Watch any type of story, that you can't do that. It just makes no sense. You can't put these 2 characters together. And one character can lose, and that other character can afford to lose, and put them together. It just makes no sense to just fight. I mean, Sami Zayn was the hottest thing coming up that feud with Kevin Owens, and then nothing happened. And Kevin Owens losing on that feud, and the New Universal Champion, granted because Finn Balor got hurt. But they picked Kevin Owens to be champion over everybody else. I'm just saying. So yeah, another highlight, Dana didn't botch. So then we go to 3 is Charlotte Bayley match, and Charlotte lost. Bayley had that leadership in the bag, but of course Charlotte dastardly heels tactics, bringing her protege to be a special guest referee. I guess the bright side was that Dana didn't botch for once. Yay, Dana, you win. That was it, right? There wasn't much in that. I mean, the thing that bugged me was that Nia Jax squash match with that one lady, Scarlett, which really bugged me was not that it was a squash match, it was that all of it. I don't know if she has a real indie name. I'll do my research there. Sorry, but she had a promo before one match that her inspiration to become a wrestler was Sasha Banks, which Sasha Banks actually has been active in NXT and the main roster for I want to say 8 years. And I don't know, he found it weird that they look the same age. I mean, if you go back and watch just for that, just look at her and look at Sasha Banks. They kind of look like they're the same age. So it's weird that someone her own age, which I don't like. Let's put it this way. Going to this a bit. Let's say that this Scarlet person loves wrestling so much she knows about ins and outs of wrestling, reads dirt sheets, and she watched NXT and liked Sasha Banks' first run, and because of her, she became a wrestler. But it's weird that because they're the same age. It's like me looking at who's my age. NXT, there was a lot of old guys in NXT. Who would be someone in the NXT roster? I think Nelly Jose is kind of. To me, watching the equivalent of Nelly Jose and saying, yes, I'm going to become a wrestler because of Nelly Jose. But with the same age, let's say someone, I mean, I'm 24, and if I wanted to become a wrestler, I would have done it by now. I mean, fortunately, don't have the body for it. Body made out of glass, but I mean, I wanted to become a wrestler. I wanted to become a wrestler because of Shawn Michaels. You know, that's my guy. I grew up watching him. Like if this, I guess it bugs me because if this strong character knows about the ins and outs of wrestling and knows about NXT, has watched Sasha Banks, she would know about wrestling before Sasha Banks did. Like, why would she date Trish Stratus? Lita, Ivory, Jackie, Jacqueline, same thing. I mean, why wouldn't say one of them? Molly Holly. You couldn't say Molly Holly's one of the best workers in that generation before Diva's generation. I mean, it just bugs me because, Sasha hasn't only been on the roster, the main roster for 2 years, right? Like a year? Like a year. Because the team, a year and a couple months, so then it seems weird that you just started watching her on Raw and now you want to become a wrestler. I don't know, it's weird to me that someone who's similar to you, maybe a little bit older, maybe a bit younger than you, gives you inspiration to wrestle and not a legend, It just bugs me. So yeah. So anyway, that was Raw. Which is, it's my opinion was that, but not memorable. The Rusev Enzo feud continues. Oh, that feud not dying. And they have Jinder Mahal in it. Rude. He deserves so much better. He deserves so much better run. Go to SmackDown. For the love of God. Anyone who can for the roster just go to SmackDown. For the love of God, save a career. Continuing with the SmackDown, again, alluded to American Alpha. Picks up the victory in that fatal 4-way elimination match, which is great. I love those guys. I watched that episode of NXT when they first got together. They were doing these vignettes where I'm like, hey Jason Bourne, get with this guy. He's ready for an Gable. You're a tag team. Just like Gable was like trolling him, like, come on man, you're a tag team. So watching from that to actually taking the main roster and becoming SmackDown Tag Team Champions, it's great. I really think Austin is great for those guys. And that happened. Teasing some changes in the ranks for the Wyatts. You're gonna see moments on that coming. The Wyatts making that again for the 15th time. But yeah, that joint progresses outside the title. It's gonna happen there. Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch. Not the best outing, solid adding. And the finish was La Luchadora, which last week, um, Becky Lynch, if you don't watch it, she dressed up like a Luchadora. Her name was La Luchadora. Very creative name. Again. Uh, this week was this jobber, who was spoken by Alexa. She gets the upset victory, then unmasked. Oh, it's Becky Lynch. And so this week they're fighting for the women's title. And the finish was Becky has her in the summer. And a little before that, Luchadora came out. And who's this Luchadora? Like, Becky was Luchadora. Who are you? They're just exactly like Becky was dressed up last week. The finish was Becky had Alexa in the summer. Alexa managed to get her foot in the rope. The break happened. I guess Alexa's double jointed. It looked like her arm was bent the wrong way. And as the ref was checking on it, Becky goes towards Luchador. Luchador smashes Becky into the exposed turnbuckle, or the thing behind the turnbuckle, the metal thing that connects the post. Smacks her, had to get up against it, and sets up an Alexa Bliss DDT, which I guess the beat continues. Some people are saying the Luchador is going to end up being Mickey James, which the only way that can be Mickey James is it's sort of a weird elaborate storyline, which is like, I guess, Luchadora after Luchadora, because like you saw her face, which kind of weird, she was a mask, but the eyes and the mask look like they're exposed, doesn't look like it could be Mickey James. And so you were saying, oh, it could be Tamina. Tamina isn't that short. Oh, it could be Naomi. Naomi is shapely. She got one when it's not shapely. I'm not saying that it's not attractive. Anybody that's not very determined, being hard as things correctly. I know how she looks, but Naomi is shapely. You just know who's going to Naomi. I'm just saying. So let's see where that goes. What happens there? Excited if it is some sort of Mickey James thing, like it's the door after the door, but then it's the door after it's Mickey James, which I don't know how that would make Mickey James heel against Becky's face, which would maybe set out Alexa against Nikki, which I'd rather see the other way around. I'd rather see Nikki go at it. Nikki. It's not gonna be Nikki. I'd rather see that at Mania because what else is still. We'll see what happens there. Of course, the feud between Dean Ambrose and Miz continues. Miz wanted Renee Young to interview him because he wanted to interview her. She's so professional, slapped in the face, even though he found out. It's weird. I get it. Miz embarrassed Renee, like, oh yeah, you sleep with Dean Ambrose. So I guess that would be embarrassing. So anyway, yeah. Miz is getting interviewed by Renee, and then out of nowhere, Dean Ambrose comes out and attacks Miz, and so now they're gonna have a championship match next week. So we'll see what happens there. I don't know. I don't know exactly where it's going to, where it ends. Because for me, that feud doesn't have a lot of steam in it unless they milk it a bit and they have Renee get in the ring. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you know that Renee is not one to get in the ring. She does not want to get in the ring. She just wants to stay commentator. So that's why I want to see it after the Rumble until we find something for Miz and Dean to do. Which I get it. That's why I said I see what happens because Rush is kind of thing. I can see Orton and Wyatt Bray being a thing at WrestleMania. I can see AJ Taker. I can see AJ Cena. I can see Cena Taker. I can see Styles against Samoa Joe. If they brought him up because Samoa Joe hasn't seen NXT since he lost the title, so maybe that means he comes out in the Rumble. But I can see this thing, but I can't see who Dean would hook up with. I can't see who Miz hooks up with. So I said, let's see what happens there. Of course, we will finish the title match. All in all, I'd say brand new year for wrestling again. We've had stuff that both events did in Impact That'd be one of my wrestling movie resolutions. Watching them in the ring a lot. Very well. So yeah. Great week for wrestling. Let's see what happens. Let's see that what to look forward to. With WrestleMania, we got Royal Rumble. The night before we have NXT Takeover Special, which has Bobby Roode against Brock Lesnar. It can't be a bad match. Let's see what happens. That, of course, after that, we have the plans to facilitate Fastlane and Chambers, which the night before they came out on Tuesday. That they're planning that Twitter calls AJ Cena for the title. And of course, we have WrestleMania. And we go back to January, Wrestle Kingdom, and now it's Wrestle Kingdom 1. It's going to be a great card, which I can't remember, but a couple matches. But, yeah. We're in store for a great beginning of the year. Wrestling wise, we're gonna have a lot of classics in that four-month stretch, January, February, March, April. So yeah, thank you for joining me on my maiden voyage as a smart guide into the wrestling waters, podcasting waters. And again, I can't apologize enough for the audio quality. I'm pretty sure it is crappy. Again, hopefully it's more of these. Hopefully the audio quality gets better. And thank you for listening. And I'll leave you with the words of a great man. Hopefully the man that will defeat Yasuchika Okada for the IWGP World Title at Wrestle Kingdom 11. I'll leave you with his words. Goodbye and good night.